So, um, is there anything specific that you feel like you want to bring up, or like things that you've been working on recently, kind of goals that you've been working towards right now? I know we've talked in the past about alternating. I don't know if that's something you want to keep touching on and trying to work on, or if there's other stuff that you have in mind.
I don't know. Um, hmm.
Hmm. We could just have you try a couple or play a couple maps that you've been working on recently. Um, and just kind of go from there, see what comes up.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. I see you've been pretty consistently climbing, so that's awesome.
Oh yes.
Your play count graph is just like there's like a mountain,
Oh
but
yeah.
okay. So if you want, you can share your screen, and we can look through some maps that you've been working on. Let's see. Wait, my
Hopefully,
maps. What is that?
Discord doesn't do that thing again where it like kicks me out and then brings it back.
Oh,
I'm not warmed up. So
that is okay. That's okay.
but I've been playing like a lot of DT. As you can see, my my top plays are mostly all DT.
I see. Yeah, night core supremacy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
um.
yeah. Oh, let me find
So I mean, do you feel
sorry.
comfortable with your like DT progress? I guess.
So far, yeah.
Okay. What we could do. Okay, I'm curious. Do you have any like relatively long term goals for like the type of player that you want to end up? Like, do you want to end up kind of like specialized in something, or do you want to be like very well rounded and consistent at a bunch of different things, or do you have something in mind for that?
Since I've been getting into like DT lately, then I guess specializing in DT would be great.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Um, okay, let me think. So special. Let me think. The okay, let's play a couple maps first. If you want, and you can like warm up a little bit. Um,
Yes.
because DT is a very like skill cappy mod, obviously. Like the further you push DT, but with things like aim, for example, like no mod aim, it would kind of just be like, higher spacing, maybe like more awkward angles. But pushing your skill cap with DT and speed, obviously is like gradually increasing BPM and AR. I think those are the biggest things. And aim speed obviously plays a slight role as well. But it's mostly just getting your tapping speed up, and stamina by nature of speed as well. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's still like a lot of different like variations of DT. Like, would you want to be able to just kind of play anything with DT, like really push your speed in all directions?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay, okay. Um, okay. In that case, then we'll focus on. Um, let me think. Well, okay. Let's play a couple maps first. I mean, we can talk about it as we progress.
All right. Oh, this one's kind of high star to me. Actually, no, this one's fine. This one's fine.
Yeah, that should be good.
And let me get the quiet.
Oh, could you turn like go to your options and turn on the
Yeah.
key overlay? Just type key overlay in if you press Control O. Yeah, always show key overlay. Okay, yeah, let's go. DT is like this really interesting, like vast universe. I feel like because there's all these different types of DT maps. Like you have stuff like this that's kind of like, I would say like hard diff DT or like 3-star DT, where it's like basically kind of like an alternating map, and sometimes you have these tricky angles or a fast aim, yeah, stuff like that. But the spacing is relatively pretty low, and there's pretty much no bursts, or maybe there's a triple here and there. And then you have like aim DT, which is like, you know, imagine stuff like Sotark's farm with DT. And then you have like old map kind of like finger control DT, like bursty stuff. And then you have like pure speed as well. I think those are like kind of the big categories, I would say. Honestly, I feel like these maps are probably a really good entry point for like kind of getting the aim control and finger control. And getting comfortable like kind of alting while like kind of feeling out these high BPMs. As long as you kind of think of it as like speed and not just like, I don't know, low BPM streams. Like I feel like it probably helps to think of them as like really high BPM single taps that you're alternating. For the sake of like actually playing these maps well, I don't think it matters that much. And it might actually be a little easier to play them like just kind of trying to treat them as alternating patterns. But I mean, you're still alternating either way. But I think like if you're able to think of these as high BPM single taps, which they kind of are, then I feel like that'll actually help a lot to like when you are playing like higher star stuff. It might make you feel more like confident in the tapping speed aspect, because like you can already tap these maps. So if you can do this, then you know it's just a matter of aim, and if you have like aim speed type maps or like DT
Yeah,
aim.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to play anything else?
I'm curious to have you sort by BPM actually. Is this like a DT collection?
Yeah, full thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I would recommend sorting by DT. Oh, I mean, sorting by BPM. So you can like see the DT, like, because I think DT is very like BPM oriented. So it helps a lot to kind of like throughout your session you kind of gradually go up in BPM basically. Let's go to like 240-ish BPM. So just keep scrolling up. Oh, also, could you change your stream settings to 30 FPS? That might help with the quality. You might have to restart it to do that.
Okay.
And then when you turn it on, you should have like an option for quality.
It should have been at 30 FPS already, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, wait, it would have told me. Okay, I didn't realize. I could just check. Yeah, let's go to around 240. It should be... Oh, you passed it, yeah. Coco Soko banger. Oh, you can keep going. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh wait, that was 240.
Oh, this is 240.
Oh, this one.
Okay, let's just try any of these.
Okay.
Also, how does your high AR feel?
It's decent, but I'd probably rate it something like 6. Yeah.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a upper range that you feel like you're kind of comfortable with?
Yeah, I would say somewhere between, like, I would be comfortable with like 9-ish to like 8 or 7. Yeah, AR.
Okay, like before you add DTs, like this map is okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you know the AR like conversions, quote unquote? Oh, like.
No, actually.
Oh, okay. I'll explain that real quick. Okay, let me actually do some like. Well, let me just kind of write out what we've talked about. So improving. DT is sort of a vast universe. I'd say there's IMO, the main like types of DT maps are like hard diff DT, very alty, low spacing, typically very few bursts. And then there's like aim DT. I guess like DT aim. I don't know. The terms are not very specific, but basically this is like high spacing and high BPM single taps. Typically very few bursts can be alternated easily, which mitigates a lot of the tapping speed requirements. And then there's like DT, like awkward DT slash finger control DT. Or I'll put that one last. I'd say there's like pure speed, tapping speed, like speed DT. It's like conventional rhythm, very bursty, and much less aim required than much lower than DT aim slash jump maps. Very bursty slash stamina intensive, I'd say. I think tapping speed requirement is typically highest for these kinds of maps, and then you have these this, which is not as high BPM as like pure speed DT, but still quite tapping intensive. Not I'd say there isn't too much emphasis on aim, relatively low emphasis on aim. And usually has some awkward rhythms or finger control stuff. And I'd say most old maps fall under this category. Yeah, so this is kind of how I imagine it. Okay, so let's talk about DTARs, DTAR conversions. So the most important ones to know, AR8 plus DT becomes 9.6 repeating. So people either call it 9.6 or 9.7. Well, actually, people only call it 9.6, even though technically it rounds up. 8.5 when you add DT becomes 10.0. AR9, I'll just type all of them. DT is 10.3 repeating. 9.5 plus DT is 10.67, 6 repeating. So it's kind of similar here. And then AR10 plus DT is 11.0. And this is the highest that you can get. For reference, if you want, AR7 is also pretty easy to remember. This is just 9, AR9.0. So if you remember these numbers, then you can usually just kind of guesstimate like 9.1 with DT is just kind of slightly above. It's like 10.38 or 10.4 or something. And you can kind of do the math to kind of estimate around how like around what the numbers are. Um, so yeah. Oh, one thing I do want to say that I think is kind of interesting about DT, it doesn't necessarily speed up the map. What it does is it speeds up the game's internal clock technically. So like everything runs faster. So like the OD hit window, like okay, so when I turn on DT, or like when you turn on DT, see, wait, can you tap into your game?
Yep.
So see like where it says the AR OD HP, there's like a little arrow pointing upwards. It basically means like it's getting like clocked up, kind of. So the HP conversion's the same as AR technically, and then OD is like slightly higher. So like, for example, OD 10 plus, so AR 10 plus DT we said is 11. OD 10 plus DT is like 11.08 or something. It like adds a small decimal. It's not super important to remember the details, but basically like all the numbers get like jumped up. Like I think OD 9 plus TT is like 10.4 instead of 10.3 repeating. But anyway, people find, so like this map is 8.5, which is 10.0, and that's the same AR as most Hard Rock maps, but technically the note density with DT is the same with DT as Nomad. It's just that everything is faster. So if the note, like if there's more notes on the screen, then it typically feels less fast compared to like if there's only one note at a time and it's at the same AR. So for that reason, people typically say, and this is more anecdotal, but people typically say that Hard Rock feels a little faster than 8.5 DT, even though they're both AR10 technically. Yeah, it's just my little ramblings on DT AR. But
Okay.
yeah, we can play this map, warm up a little more. Okay, I know you're still not that warmed up, but I do want to ask sort of if we can split this map into like the aim speed, tapping speed, and reading speed aspects. Um, I'm curious how you would rate each of those on like how you felt for this map.
For aim speed, that was probably like the lowest, which would probably be like um hmm, around a 5 or 6.
Okay.
What were the other ones?
Reading and tapping.
Okay, reading and tapping. Um, hmm, they'd both probably be. Oh, actually, tapping would be. Hmm.
Like, did it generally feel comfortable?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. And then same with reading.
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, I kind of noticed that too. Like, you seemed okay except for like the really fast jumps, basically.
yeah.
Which I'm curious. Like, do you when you typically play DT, is it usually like either like hard diff DT or like kind of lower BPM aim?
Hmm. Usually it's like a lot faster because I try to challenge myself to go faster.
Okay, okay, that's good. Yeah, we can try a couple maps. I know you're still not super warm, but um, yeah, that's good.
Any specific BPM or just like
I
anything?
would recommend just kind of gradually going down the list and gradually going up in BPM. Just anything you feel like you feel like playing right now. Oh,
Wow.
oh, okay, that
Did I
looks
put on? Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Should I put on no fail for that or just
Um, let me think. Do you have
go
Usu
next? I don't know.
Trainer?
Oh, no,
Oh, you don't? Do you know what it is?
no. Yeah.
Okay. I would recommend downloading it. Yeah, I'll send it to you. Usu Trainer. Okay, do you know where to, like if you have a GitHub link, do you know where to go to like actually download something?
Um, no.
Okay, so let me share my screen. Um, okay, can you see?
Yep.
So typically when you get to a GitHub page, basically you just want to look on the right. There's this releases section, and releases is basically like published versions. You just click on the latest one, and where it says assets, typically one of the file names will be like a extension that you recognize. You're not trying to download the source code. You just want to download the actual file here. So you just click on it and it should automatically download.
Okay, cool.
Let's go. Wait, can you share your whole screen so I can like follow?
Yep. Let me.
Yeah, you're good. Quickly detect the map that you're on, and so you basically use it like a difficulty adjust thing. So you just change like move the sliders, and you can, there's actually a lot of hotkeys you can do. Technically, you can make difficulties um without even tabbing out of your game with if you get the hotkeys right. But basically, right now, let's change the rate to 1.3. Yeah, so like just oh not 1.03, 1.3, 1.30. What the?
Uh,
No,
oh,
like 1 point. Yeah, there you go. Around there. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, there you go. And then create
okay.
map.
This button
Yeah,
map.
yeah, that one. And then if you go back to your game, it should. Yeah, there you go.
Um.
So just go to like not your collections. Go back to no
Ah.
grouping. Oh wait, that's difficulty. Yeah, I go to no grouping. And then sort by anything except difficulty. And oh, oh wait, the BPM is different actually because we sped it up. Oh, it's just sort by artist. Sort by artist. The top one. Okay, don't group by anything. Don't group by anything. That makes it like really hard to navigate, in my opinion.
Oh wait. So.
Yeah, just click no grouping. Okay, let's go. There you go. Okay, so now all the map sets, now all the diffs are together. So you have a hyper 1.3x.
Okay.
The like top difficulty. Now it's the top diff.
Wait.
Yeah, that one. So the program just made that difficulty. So you can take off
Okay.
DT, and this basically makes it like a slightly sped up version, but not so fast. So we can try playing this diff and see how it feels.
Oh, skin.
Oh wait. Sorry. Can you change your screen share back to Osu?
Oh yeah. So sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Hello?
okay. We're good. We're good. Let's go. Oh, nice. And so you can hit it at this speed, which is good. Okay. How did that feel? This BPM?
It felt quite comfortable because usually on DT the pattern is like really fast.
Okay, yeah. I mean, obviously this is a more like diluted version of DT basically. If you just rate change it. Okay, let me. Okay, let's actually retry. See where like there's one pattern that you messed up near the start. Let me see if you can hit that at this speed, and then we'll go to the normal version. So we'll go back to the 1.3 version.
This one.
Yeah, and just play up to like quarter way through the map.
Doki.
Oh, okay. Something's going on that pattern. Wait, that was the pattern. That was the pattern.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, can we go to the editor? Yeah, editor. And then it's at like 13% through, I think.
Um,
You see like the percent of like how far in the map you are?
oh, right here.
Yeah, that one. So go to like 13-ish. It's somewhere around here. I would like just press the space bar and then like keep scrolling forward. Oh, okay, that one. It's at 17, 18, around there. Yeah, this yellow pattern. Yeah, this one. Okay, so here, wait. Let me draw out. At least let me draw out like what you did in that run. You basically went like this. Here, let me send this on Discord. You see, like, well, in hitting the 3, you
Yeah.
you went a little high. So let's just test this pattern in the editor and try to like get the aiming aspect of it correct.
Okay.
Uh,
Just go out and
okay,
place
so
them,
to
right?
test, basically scroll back. So scroll back a little bit to like 16%. Yeah, you can just use your scroll wheel also, but yeah, that's good. And then in the bottom right corner, there's a test button. And then that'll like automatically play it.
Okay.
So, okay, one thing you can do, okay, click back to menu. And then that, takes you back to where you started. In the top, there's a view button. And then towards the middle, like the very, very, like the top, like file edit view. And then in the middle, there's a dim background button. You see that? Dim background is like kind of in the middle bottom-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So click on that, and that will dim the background when you're testing the map in the editor.
Okay.
Oh wait, last thing you can do, you can change I think you can change the skin in the editor. Hold on. Okay, go back to menu and then like press escape to leave the editor. And then go to your options and then type skin in options. And then scroll all the way down. Wait, always use default skin. Wait, can you click on that? Like just keep your mouse over it so I can read exactly what it says. Override any custom skin. Okay, never mind. You actually don't want that. You don't want that. Okay, let's just go back to I thought you could like hide the custom map skin, but you can't. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Okay, so there is a button that says always use skin cursor above cursor size. Yeah, that one. That one you want to turn on. Oh wait. So do you always ignore the beatmap skins? Like when you...
Yeah.
Oh, then just check the button. Like there's another toggle at the top there. Ignore all beatmap skins. Yeah, that one. And now you don't have to do it on every map you play.
Okay. Good hack. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, so now you can just go right click and then press 5 to go to the editor. Like right click the map and then press 5.
Oh wait, 5, right?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Okay, now if we click test. Okay, now you at least have your own cursor.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try to hit that pattern. And if you keep retrying, when you press retry, it'll take you back to that spot where you started. It won't take you to the start of the map when you're in the editor.
Okay, awesome.
Let's try to get it like a couple times in a row and try to get kind of like try to get a feel for like where the notes are exactly. I think focus more on like the shape of the notes, and like kind of reading the shape correctly.
Okay.
So the editor is technically laggier than usual, like than normal gameplay, because the editor is forced into windowed mode, which has some inherent lag. But aside from that, it's very helpful. And after we do this, I'll show you how to. You can actually turn on DT in test mode. You can't turn on any other mods, but technically you can turn on DT, and I'll show you how to do that. But you can keep trying this. I'd say like give it like two more tries.
Okay.
Okay, it's that 4 actually. Did
Yeah.
you kind of see that?
Yeah, I saw.
Okay. Let's try it again. Let's just try it a couple more times. Oh, okay. What I would recommend doing actually is I would recommend chunking the pattern into like the first 3 and then the second 3. if that makes sense. Yeah, are you familiar with like kind of reading by like chunking patterns into like separate sections?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So try to like chunk like the yellow 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 separately.
Okay.
And I think the most important thing when chunking a pattern is focus on hitting the first note of each chunk, and then also focus on hitting the last note. And then everything else in between should kind of hit itself as long as you're kind of focused properly.
Okay.
I think you're under aiming. I think that's what it is. I think just try to like
Okay.
aim way further, like way like further than you think you need to. Okay, yeah, there you go. Wait, let's go.
Yay. Oh.
And an easier way to chunk this would probably be, okay, so just go back to menu and let's look at the pattern for a little bit. Like if you just like scroll forward to 17%, like just scroll forward to the pattern. Okay. Wait, just scroll forward a little bit more, and I'll draw over it. Okay, that's good. Okay, so here, let me screenshot this. So do you notice this sort of shape?
Yeah.
Yeah, this shape. So hit the 1 and then try to think of it this way. Where you kind of have this like symmetrical shape going on. You have like the 2, 3, and then the 4, 5 in this zigzag motion. So
Okay.
it's either that or what I was suggesting earlier is you kind of read it like this. But both are okay. I mean, any way that you read it is okay as long as it's consistent for you. But yeah, anyway, you can try reading it a couple different ways. And so the reason why I tell you to scroll back before you test is because the map will start immediately. And so if you're right at the start of the pattern already, then like you won't really be able to test it.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, just like scroll back to like a bit before the pattern you want to play. I'd say around 16% is good for this. Yeah, around here. And then you can start it from here. But like really focus on the way that you're like reading the pattern and like try to pay attention to where each note is.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's right. You can also do 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, okay, sorry. There's one more like kind of basic way that you can chunk it. If you go back, I'll draw it as well. So if you scroll forward again, yeah, there. So you can also do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Screenshot. Let's see. Yeah, you can also do it like this, basically. You see what I'm kind of doing there? 1, 2,
Yeah, I
3,
see.
4, 5, 6. So like 3 separate, like back and forth kind of. So it just depends on like which angle is most comfortable for you and what kind of feels the most intuitive. So,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Wait, are you using your arrow keys or a scroll wheel? Do you have a scroll wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I would say that the most important thing to keep in mind when you're retrying a map is that you're always like kind of noticing what you messed up on and like trying to make a conscious note of it. I think a lot of people are worried that like if they retry a pattern a lot, then they'll mind block. As long as you're taking conscious note of like how you messed up and like what you should do in the next run, to fix it. Even if you end up making the same mistake a couple times in a row, as long as you're like solidifying it, like every time you mess up, like, oh, I made this certain mistake again. Like, oh, I kept over aiming like the 5 or something like that, or under aiming something. So as long as you're keeping that in your mind, then I think it's okay to keep retrying a pattern like this.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Are you kind of getting more comfortable with like chunking it in a certain way and like kind of seeing it not as like 6 notes smushed together, but as like...
Yeah, I think your drawings helped a lot.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's try like the actual map with DT. Okay, actually, let's go to the... Okay, go to the hyperdiff, like the normal one, but then go to the editor. I'm gonna show you how to test a map with DT. Yeah, so just right click and 5 to go editor. So just click test. It doesn't matter where you start. So just click test. And don't play the map though. Don't play the map. So I mean, let it play, and just like AFK. So on the right, on the left, the top left, there's like all this information, and then the last little section of text has some hotkeys. So if you press, so one of them is change, like you can change the speed, F3, the very last one. So if you press F3, it doesn't, so you can change the speed, but if you try pressing it, it'll tell you that you need to have auto on. Yeah, so first you have to press tab, basically. So pressing tab will enable auto. And then now if you press F3, it'll toggle DT. Its speed set to 1.5, which is DT. And then pressing F3 again will change it back. So you can just like mash F3 and kind of get a feel for like changing the speed back and forth with the F3 button while you're testing.
Okay.
So while it's in, so basically if you want to test a map with DT, you click test. You want to go back long enough to give yourself time to change the speed, but you click test and then tab F3 basically. So since we're already in autoplay, just press F3 and that'll change the speed. And so now you could press tab to turn off auto, but if you just press one of your tapping keys, then it'll automatically turn off autoplay. So basically, okay, so now we can click retry. And let's try to get comfortable like doing this a little quickly, just to get used to the keybinds. So press retry. And then you just press tab F3, and then you can just like hop in. So you can just do that with your left hand, tab F3, and then you can start playing. And then as soon as you tap, then auto mod will turn off. Well, then now it's on DT already, so you can
Okay. Oh.
yeah, it's a little disorienting, I think, to like hop in while it's playing with auto. Okay, I just wanted to show you like testing with DT because I think it's really useful. Because I think testing, like using the test function of the editor is really useful. And so since you're focused on DT, learning how to enable DT in test mode is very helpful as well. I can just write it quickly on your notepad. So in editor test mode, press tab plus F3 to enable DT. Yeah. Okay, now let's just try playing the map normally. If you go back to song select.
This one, right?
Yeah, yeah,
With DT or just?
yeah, DT. Oh, also, wait. Oh, you're using your tablet to do this, right? Like to navigate the
Yeah.
menu? Okay. Do you have a right-click button on your tablet? Like on your tablet pen?
I disabled the buttons, so I keep
Oh,
pressing them by accident.
okay, never mind, never mind. So, the reason I ask is because, the mods... So, the mods that have, like, multiple options on the same button, like DT, and then if you click again, it becomes Nightcore. If you right-click it, it'll toggle backwards, if that makes sense. Like, if you try doing it with your mouse, then it'll cycle backwards. So if it's off and you just right click once, it'll automatically go to Nightcore.
Okay.
Yeah, just a life hack. Client life hack.
Amazing.
Okay, let's go.
Whoa.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice.
Should I try again or?
Up to you. How did that run feel?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I felt better because of the practice that we did earlier.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You can give it one more try. Is there a reason you're using V2 right now? If you usually don't.
I usually do. I just
Oh.
don't play this map very much.
Okay,
Because
okay.
that one pattern is so crazy.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think we can get the pattern that you missed this time.
Oh, wait, let me try that.
Okay, okay.
No.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, saved. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely one of those maps that like I would recommend coming back to over time. This actually seems like a good difficulty for you. Like these types of patterns. I feel like your aim speed is definitely something that is like yeah, I guess like should be focused on. Um, aim speed, and then I think like generally like focus and the way that you kind of break down patterns is always something that can be improved. And I think like getting those to a solid level right now will really help as you push to higher stars and faster speeds.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go back to the DT collection, and we can play a couple more maps, and then I think we can wrap up from there. I would go back to sorting by BPM. Oh wait, can you go up a little bit to the B rank, Cold Green Eyes? Yeah, this one. Okay, let's try this map actually. I think this map's like mostly aim, right? It's like little jumps.
I think so. Bruh.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I think it's. Oh, I have like this thing where I like tape like a piece of paper to cover the combo.
Oh, instead of turning the interface off, you can just turn your interface off.
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
Yeah,
I
or
didn't know if
you
wanted it
can
on,
also
so.
scan it out. You can scan out the combo, but nothing else if you want.
Oh, okay, that's helpful.
Okay, yeah. Do you want me to show you how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go to your skin folder and then share your whole screen. Or yeah, there you go. Oh wait, okay, remove the last letter there. Like just type skin, and then open skin folder. The second button, yeah. Hey, can you share your whole screen? Okay, should be good now. Yeah, let's go. Um, banger. Alright, let's go back to Cold Green Eyes. Yeah, this one. Does it feel a little weird, like not having the combo there? But everything else is on.
Yeah.
It'll get used to it. By next session, I think it'll be normal.
Whoa, the
Ooh.
pattern.
That's like a more OP version. That pattern that you filled on is like a more OP version of what we were looking at on the other map.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep trying this map a couple times, but I think this map, like this type of map, is something that I think this really hits your like biggest weakness with DT. It seems like.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah, this map's hard actually. Okay, I think let's try one more map. Of like a completely different style, because I'm curious to see how you feel on like okay, scroll like kind of slowly. Or actually let me oh wait, Ghostly Paraship, the A rank. In the middle, top ish. Yeah, that one. Actually I don't think this map's very bursty, I think. Wait, let me grab a map for you. Let me grab something. Um oh, what am I doing? Okay, okay, I'll give you this map. This map is pretty good. Okay, I'll just send it on Discord because I'm tapped out, or I'm logged off right now. Oh, this is gonna be the hard diff also. But I just realized this map's not what I thought it was. Oh, you can still play it if you want.
Oh, this one
Hold
seems
on.
fun.
Okay, yeah, you can play it if you want. Let me grab another map too.
Let me add this to
Okay, sure.
this list. Okay. Download this one.
So this map's really hard. It's like a very old like finger control-y map. The top, second top div, the Lestra mix. Yeah, this one. So this map is very finger control. Actually, I'm curious to have you try it with no mod first before DT,
Okay.
which I think is actually really helpful at times, especially if you're learning a map for the first time with DT. I think just doing it no mod first and getting used to the map. Not only does it make it easier to learn the map, but it also keeps your no mod skills in check. So you're not just getting like super DT pilled, unless that's what you want, but I still think it's helpful to play no mod from time to time. So yeah, let's go. Oh, oh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of those maps. It's obviously very like reading and finger control oriented, but I think it's definitely good. I mean, it depends on how well rounded you want to be in the scope of DT, because you could kind of just tunnel in on like only tapping speed, like more conventional rhythms, or like only aim speed. Um, I think hard diff DT is like it's definitely its own thing, but the skill cap is a lot lower. It's good for like introductory DT. Like I definitely think it's worth like playing a lot of hard diff DT and getting consistent at that right now. And then you'll gradually work your way up. But I think it's good to like keep all these different types of maps in mind, because you want to kind of ask yourself, and there's no right answer here, but you kind of want to ask yourself like if you want to be able to play all these different types of DT maps, or if you just want to kind of specialize in one for now, and then maybe branch off later if you decide to. It's up to you how you want to play.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, this map I think is a good like it's it's definitely tricky, but I think if you're able to get used to this map and like maps that are kind of similar to it, as long as it's fun for you. I mean, if this map isn't fun for you, then you can stop playing it. But I would recommend stuff like this, if you want to get into like these types of DT maps. I would say.
Okay. Yeah, this one's pretty interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of different maps out there. Most old maps are kind of like this. Like they like to use weird rhythms for to increase the difficulty instead of like spacing or streams.
Okay.
But yeah, someone mentioned easy mod. Do you want to play easy mod? We can focus on that sometime in the future if you want.
Possibly.
Okay. For now, I think that's a good spot to wrap up. I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, the notepad file is a little scarce, but we did talk about quite a lot. I think when it comes to DT. So yeah, let me send you this text file, and yeah, thanks for watching my streams. Thanks for hanging out. Um, yeah, good luck in your DT adventures as always. If you have updates or things that you want to send over my way, let me know.
Okay, I have one more
Yeah,
question.
sure.
I was playing multiplayer yesterday. Do you know if there's a way to like add friends in a multiplayer lobby?
Yeah. Just click on their name, and the add button, the add friend button should be there. Like you click on their name in like the list of players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to go to like their page to add them.
Oh, wait, can you not add people like that? Here, wait, let me test it. let me test. You should be able to though. Just go to a random lobby. Share my screen. Oh, wait, my Discord crashed. Oh,
Back.
my bad. Thank you, Discord. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you can just click on their name. Just click and then click add as friend.
Oh, it was in laser though.
Oh, in laser.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you can. I don't think so. But you can
Oh
you can go to
shoot.
their profile within the client in laser. So that shouldn't be too bad.
Okay.
So, because you still don't have to leave the client. Um, but yeah, thanks again for joining. We'll see you around, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right, see ya.
Bye bye.
Oh, okay, that was fun. That was solid, solid session.